Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm Alec with Atlas. Welcome to another live video stream. We're doing upper body today. Wednesday's our upper body day. And today we're going to make it just like I did leg day on Monday, meaning we are going to go in more of a traditional format. We're going to be going through one exercise at a time, just keeping it more in more controlled flow. So today we're going to be doing some push-ups, and we're going to be doing the push-ups, and we're going to take a break, and we're just going to cycle through until we get enough sets that we've fatigued the area, and then we'll move on. So if you're with us live, feel free to pop in any questions in chat as they come along. I'll try to address them as we go. And as always, just go at your own pace. If you need to slow down, don't feel like you need to go the full 40 seconds of work every time. Just take your time with it and ask for any sort of modifications as you need. So with that, I'm just going to get a little bit more in the field of view. I'm going to switch to my cam so I can see real time. And let's get started. So I am going to get us started with a little bit of shoulder warming up. So let's get hands out, doing arm circles. So we're just going to do small circles at kind of a controlled pace. And we're going to do about 15 of those in this direction. I'm going to pause and we're going to go back the other way. So should just be feeling the muscles inside the shoulder capsule starting to warm up, feeling some heat in the area. And once we've gotten through 15 small ones, we are going to go for some big ones. Just even slower, even more control. Trying to not let our shoulders necessarily hike as we do it. Just keeping most of the motion happening through the shoulders and the arms. Then we'll switch. We'll go back the other way, round it out with some in that last direction. Once we've gotten through that, we are going to send it down to the floor, and we're going to get in quadruped, meaning hands and knee position. So right here, we're going to go hands and knees stacked like so. We're going to get tall through our torso. We're going to have our pointer fingers pointed forward like so, with the pocket of our elbows facing forward, and we're just going to drop down until our shoulder blades kind of collapse together, our chest kind of goes towards the floor. We're going to pop it up and really press through the pad of our palm and push up our rib cage, kind of closing the space on our chest and pulling our shoulder blades apart, pushing up towards the ceiling and then back down. I'm going to do about 10 of those with some nice control. Taking our time with it, making sure elbows are staying straight the whole time. It's a real propensity to kind of start to drop down here. We really want just shoulder blade motion. Okay, once we've gotten through 10 of those, we're going to do one last warm-up exercise to get both core and arms really working. We're going to do inchworms. We've done these on the live stream before, but I'll show you these again. So find a length of space that you have available to you. Right here I have about 6-7 feet of space between my little TV center here and my couch on the other side. So I'm going to get my hands and feet centered so that I can pop up into a downward dog position. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk my hands out, and then I'm going to walk my feet to get back to that downward dog. I'm going to go out again. We're just going to do a handful of these just to really get the core and the arms warmed up. Might even feel a little bit of a stretch in the calves. It's not the point, but it's a healthy side effect. One more here. Try to keep your back flat as long as you can. I know it's a tough one to do when you start getting into that high downward dog position. All right. So let me set one thing up for us. I use my phone. I have an application that's a handy dandy timer that keeps us on track here. So I'm going to set that up for us. Again, the first thing we're going to be doing today are push-ups. That's just great body weight, upper body. And we are going to get through 3 sets of push-ups, working at our own pace. And then we're going to move into our subsequent exercises. So I'll demonstrate, and then we'll get through 3 sets together. So 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest for 3 rounds. So for push-ups, very straightforward. I want you to think about your thumbs and kind of pointer fingers making this L when you're on the ground. That's just making sure that you're kind of in this scooped position, just like so. When you are down, the width of your hands, I would like your thumbs to be no wider than the outside of your shoulders. I actually aim my thumb to be closer to lined up with this crease of my armpit, which allows me to more naturally push down with my elbows closer to my side. This kind of 30 to 45 degree angle range is what we're looking for. Do not want push-ups where I'm kind of teeing out here and getting really wide with the shoulders, really trying to scoop low and ending here. You can also think that if your push-up was to make it to the floor, your thumbs should be lined up with your nipple line, low pec line, just like so, which is a lot harder to do when you're out wide like that. So I'm going to find that position on the floor. Let me lower it just a little bit for you. So just like so. Pointer fingers, you can kind of see I'm lined up with maybe my inner crease with the thumbs, and my pointer fingers are more in my mid-shoulder. So to find that position, you can either go from knees or up from feet, and we do not need to necessarily make it to the floor, but I would like your upper arms to get close to parallel. So what that would look like, bring it down to about here, and bring it up nice and tall at the top. From the side, getting into my push-up position here, bringing down, bringing up. Again, I would highly suggest, because we are going through multiple rounds today. Multiple rounds means you are not going to necessarily get through your 3rd set the same way you'd get through your 1st set. I would suggest pacing yourself and maybe dropping 1 tier lower than you think you need to, for the sake of, I want all of your sets to be good sets. I don't want you to crash and burn on the 2nd set because you worked extra hard on the 1st one to go the extra mile on an even harder push-up than you could afford to get through the whole workout in. So you might see me drop down to knee push-ups because I don't want to break my form. I don't want to do anything funky. I want good quality reps. So with that being said, either push-ups from your feet, push-ups from your knees, or if you have something like I'll just cheat here with my camera. If you have a coffee table nearby, feel free to use it as an elevated platform for either knee push-ups or push-ups from the feet. It's a great way to add a little bit of an angle, make your life a little bit easier for you, and make sure that you can get through all your reps as quality reps. So with that being said, we're going to get started. I'm going to set my timer. We're going 3 rounds, 40 seconds of work at your own pace. No rep counts, just do it until the timer's up, or do it until you need to break if you need to break early. Then we're going to take 20 seconds of rest, and we're just going to go through 3 times. That said, we're going to get started in 10 seconds. Find yourself in a good position. 3 seconds. So work at your own pace. You don't need to slam through a bunch of reps here at the beginning. I would highly suggest, especially with your first few reps, really controlling down, pausing, and pressing up to the top so you can really grease the groove, find some good repetitions. Yeah, we're going through 3 sets of these. There's no need to be a hero and try to do everything at the beginning. All right. So take some time, shake it out. We've got about 15 seconds left. We're going to hop in to another set. Again, find variations you can get through this whole thing in. We're doing over 1.5 to 2 minutes of work with just a minute to rest. So keep that in mind. New position, get going. Ten seconds left. If you're watching the stream, you may have noticed I did some knee push-ups at the end there. I wasn't able to get through the last couple reps with good form. I dropped down to the knees and got 2 really good reps in. So keep that in mind for our last set. I'm going to go to knees because I want to get through 40 seconds of good work. I'm going to go side angle here, crossing the feet. There we go. Ten seconds left. All right, that was first exercise. So that's probably one of the tougher things you do today. Push-ups really take advantage of most of your upper body. So getting through 3 sets really quick like that, it's going to be a tough demand. Good challenge, but definitely a tough demand. So let me get this guy cleared out. We'll go on to our next one. So for the second exercise, we're going to give front half a break. We're going to work on the back half. So there are 2 ways we can go about this. This is a reverse fly, meaning that the active work we're doing is pressing backwards. Or tall posture here, whoop, pressing backwards. So the 2 places we can do this, from the floor on our back, using our body weight as that external resistance. We can also go to the wall, much like using the desk is a way to augment the angle. You can do the same at the wall. I'm going to bring handy dandy camera over here. So I'm going to show you wall variation first. So getting over to this wall here, get these out of the way. You're going to come over to the wall. Start with your feet backed up to the wall. Then all I want you to do is take about half to 1 whole foot length off the wall. So if you can step forward with your right leg first, kind of line yourself up with your left foot to see how far out you're going. Match that with the other foot. Now all I want you to do is bring your elbows back to the wall. Rest yourself for a second. The work that we're doing, using our elbows as the guide, keeping our torso tall, we're going to press our elbows into the wall and lift our body up. You can call this a reverse plank because you're kind of holding a plank position just backwards. The idea is that your shoulders aren't rounding forward. You're staying nice and tall. You're just pressing your elbows back and squeezing your shoulder blades, letting your chest expand. And then bring it back down with control. Pressing out, bringing it back down with control. Pressing out, bringing it back down with control. If it helps, you can even open your hands. Do it that way. You can keep them close. If that works better for you as well, just think about squeezing the mid to lower portion of your shoulder blades together, keeping your shoulders to your ankles, that whole line straight, not letting your butt come back, just like that. We'll do repetitions there. To make it harder, walk it out a little bit further. To make it easier, walk it in a little bit further. If that's not enough, bring you back. We can do this from the floor. This one is going to be a much higher level challenge because you're fighting practically your whole body weight against gravity. So, first level, getting on your back, you can either go to the side or close. Definitely keep your hips on the ground. And you're just going to press up the same way. Do a little bit of abdominal help if you need. I'm going to need a little bit. Pressing up and then back down. Pressing up, back down. You can even keep your palms down that way, or if it helps, bring them out that way. Same idea. You are squeezing your shoulder blades together as you go back, expanding your chest to get a little bit of a squeeze. Same idea. We are going to do 3 rounds of about 40 seconds of work, and then we are going to take 20 seconds in between. I'm not going to be a hero. I'm going to start with a set on the ground, and if it gets hard, I'm going to go to the wall because I weigh a lot. If you're pushing from the ground, you're lifting your body weight. I might need a little bit of help. Anyway, we're going to get going. 10 seconds. Turn this up so you guys can hear it. Work your own pace. Pause at the top, get a little extra squeeze in, come down with control. All right, that was the first set. If it felt easy, find ways to make it tougher. If it felt hard, find ways to make it easier. And we're just gonna get through 2 more sets of that at whatever pace works for you. I would ideally like to see you get through the 40 seconds. If it's too tough, go for 30. Take a break a little bit earlier. All right, we're gonna do 1 more round. Like I said before, started to get a little trickier near the end. I'm gonna make my life a little easier. I'm gonna get through some quality reps on the wall. 8 seconds left. Let's get going. Okay, shoe distance off, set, tall, and come back, press up. Almost there. 5 seconds. All right, got through a second exercise. So let's bring it back. We're going back to front muscles. We are going to do tricep press up. So this is gonna be similar to our push-up with just a little variation to it. Oh. All right, so similar to the push-up, we are going to be starting in a low position from our hands, but we're gonna go in more of this kind of cobra position. That looks like is right here, elbows and hands planted. And what we're gonna do, try to keep your hands parallel. We're gonna push through the pads of our hands. We're gonna press up until we're up in this tall position. It really gets into the triceps predominantly here. And then as you go down, same thing. Keep your elbows not wide, but packed down, lower to the ground. Press up, lower to the ground. We're gonna do that for 40 seconds. If it's too tough, walk it in. Get your body weight underneath you. That'll make it a bit easier. Get your hands a little closer. that'll make it even easier. So you can spread out, make it close. If it's really doable for you and you feel like you can get through a lot of reps, you can go to your feet. I'm going to go from the knees because, let's face it, those push-ups were tough and we still have more work to do. So let's get going. We're going to move in 10 seconds.
Get ready. Work.
Almost there. About 15 seconds left. Okay, 20-second break. I hope that whatever level you found for that was meaningful for you. If you're at your feet and it's getting tough, go to the knees, or vice versa if it's too easy. And then scoot it in. If your knees are pretty far back and you find it tough, bring them in. Bring those hands underneath you more if you need. Set number 2. Bring my hands underneath me more. See what that's about. Ten more seconds. All right. We got one more set there. Hope that felt good for you. 10 seconds, we're done with this. And we really only got one more good thing to do. All right. That is the last of the pressing exercises we have. Whew. Stop giving me ads. Okay. We have one more exercise left to do. This is just going to round out our shoulder and back muscles. This is our prone angels. Prone angels or butterflies. So we're going to do is we're going to get into this chest to the ground prone position. And we are going to do angel swinging motions, kind of like you're doing snow angels, only you're on your stomach instead of your back. So I'm going to start with my thumbs up or my palms facing the sky, kind of here. We're going to do is lift until we get them about 2 to 3 inches off the ground. We're going to rotate back. We're going to rotate. You can notice my hands are rotating until palms are to the ceiling again from the other way. Rotate them out. Up to the sky, rotate them back, up to the sky. Forward, up to the sky, rotate them back, up to the sky. You can keep your hands up the whole time you go through this. Kudos to you. If you need to, you can go up, around, down. Up, around, down. Whole time, I want you to keep a light squeeze of your glutes to help you offload your back. And if you are able to, you can kind of lift your legs up and get a little bit posterior chain, kind of glute, hamstring, and low back work. Keep your chest nice and proud. Don't extend up too high, but just try to, you can imagine my shoulders right now are suction cupped to the ground. I'm going to disengage them and bring them back and that kind of naturally expands from my chest. So we're going to go through 3 sets of those, and then we're going to call it a good day. So let's get going in 10 seconds. Let's get back so you can see my hands a little better. Palms up, off, round and back, around and forward, back.
Switch.
Okay, 20 seconds of rest, then we're back to it. Again, take breaks if you need to on this one. Use the ground as kind of a crash point for your hands and just go through them rep by rep if you need to. If you're doing okay, keep it up. Keep up the good work. 2 sets left and we're done for the day. Palms up, up, around back, around forward. Keep a nice light double chin on your neck, just so you're not craning and extending your neck, doing too much work. Just be nice to it. All right, just going to show you one last thing that came to mind. If it feels like you're doing too much work keeping your head up, use this and put it on your forehead to keep it rested. You can still keep your chest up while rested here. It's another way to do it in a way that keeps your body nice and safe. So, double chin, palm up. Go one more set. Then we are all done. All right, that is it for today, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Take some deep breaths, get some water. Hope that all felt good for you. Feel like I really got a workout in. Now, as always, if you need any one-on-one special guidance, we'd love to help you out. I would love to help you put a program together, stuff you can do from home. We can look at what kind of equipment you have and throw equipment into this. It doesn't have to be all body weight if you have access to things. This is just trying to keep it as accessible as I can to as many people as possible. So again, if you need any one-on-one guidance, please don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop me a message on my Facebook account. I'll respond as quickly as I can. Secondarily, if you want to just call us for anything, you want to know what we can do to help you, or just, again, get scheduled for an appointment, use the number 425-551-8862. There's somebody there 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. to help you with whatever you need. We are 7 days a week, so we will be available 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Please don't hesitate to call us, 425-551-8862. Otherwise, have a safe and healthy week. I will see you all again on Saturday for our core workout. So